Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Tengoku struggle, continuing Tetsuno Jack's route. Anyway, so yeah, he's basically moved in with us. But not really, but also yes, but not? I don't know. Anyway, even after trying to bathe in the onsen, even after feeling the cool night breeze in the yard, bird, you can't jam into my esophagus. The reservations in my heart didn't disappear. I love you and you can snug, but you gotta not jam into my esophagus. It's very uncomfortable. It's very hard to talk when you're jamming your head into my esophagus with all your birdie might.
My lady, huh? Good friends, a nice onsen, an adorable cat and lively plants. And you can see the hell tree from here.
Oh, look at him holding his fan in his hand. Oh, nice.
So long as she's here, I'm sure she's happy. Not again. That's happening a lot lately.
Do you have threads? I mean, he absolutely would have threads of agony, but it's just funny to think he's not one of our charges, but he has them. And then we're going to have to fix them.
What she mentioned before about souls eroding every time they're brought back to life. That man told me to stay alive forever. But am I finally going to vanish soon?
That's true. He would actually be thinking that too. I've died how many thousands of times? Like, several hundred times you've died. How many hundreds of years have you been alive? Yeah.
I lived a worthless and pathetic life. The last woman I love, I won't even be able to tell her anything. I guess that's very much like me, though. Spacey, please, be happy, even if I'm gone. But I'm sure that thief would steal her away. But still...
Actually, kind of funny that he says that. Like, that thief would steal her away. And like, he's been trying in this whole route, and then the next route is his, and that actually kind of hurts a little. It's like a little stab in your chest. You're like, oh, ow, you just twisted something tight in me. Ow. Oh, that hurts. Because, like, Goemon's been being like, no, get away from Jack. I don't like him. This whole time, and you're like, simmer down, sweetie, don't be jealous. Your route's next. And now freaking Jack's over here like, Goemon would steal her away. Ooh, he really is going to. Oh, shit. They're trying to make this route angsty in just unexpected ways.
Goemon Ishikawa. My life has been a string of losses to that man. Yeah, I don't want to disappear. I want to be by your side more. But I just don't know how to atone. No, but I think it really is better for me to die. I'd just be causing her trouble. Spacey, I wanted to make you happy.
Funny, from a man that 2 days ago threatened to cut my head off, but was probably like, no, I'm gonna threaten to chop your head off, even though he was like, I really regret saying that, but like was still probably stuck in that, like, I need revenge, but why do I feel these things that I feel? But still. Anyway, end of chapter 8, a sweet mochi delivery. See, okay, so there's reasons why, because if this title had popped up when he was missing, you're like, he's gonna show up at our fucking house with sweet mochi, isn't he? And then he pops out of the bushes. I mean, when there's someone in the bushes, I'm like, it's probably fucking Jack. I wasn't expecting the sweet mochi, though. You know? And our blood bond is now 76, so. Chapter 9.
Wow, that smells like cooked rice.
Our Lord Hell Guardian told you about this last night, didn't she? We need energy to exist in the human realm, so we eat a lot. How many rice balls do you want?
Right, about 3 then.
What do you want in them? We got salmon, cod roe, pickled plum, preserved fish, and bonito.
Are you going to make them for me?
Making 3 more is no big deal.
And then, let me wash some dishes. I'll have the cod roe, pickled plum, and bonito.
And we'll put out some coffee if you'd like.
What is this place, a pension house?
I just like making the coffee that I enjoy.
You won't put any poison in it.
I could, but what happens then? If you die in a day other than your death anniversary?
I wondered the same thing and tried killing myself in the past, but I still came back to life. It seems I just don't die at all for the most part.
Sounds like you've got it pretty rough too, huh? I really want Sensei Nono to show up in the house so everyone's talking to him and Jack's like, the hell? I mean, it would be fucking bonkers. And it would be one of those funny little slice of life moments like going to the grocery store where you're like, these just seems really odd and funny and humorous and adorable in the midst of our kind of like trauma dump game, you know? Like,
oh, wow, so this is what the kitchen's like. Seems easy to use.
Do you cook, Tetsunojo? Do you not have a kitchen in your apartment?
I've lived a while, so I can do most basics. But recently I've just been ordering delivery all the time. Things are so convenient now with the changes of the times.
It's gonna go into grandpa mode.
In the past I had to start a fire to cook rice in a pot. I was so surprised when electricity started being used. Unlike how TV started showing color.
Sorry. I love this so much because everybody died before TVs and they were like popped up to the human realm and like, whoa, shit is so different. It'd be like if you popped 200 years into the future, right? You'd be like, whoa, shit is insane. But he has watched it happen, and that is literally what happens as you get older. Shit is like this. He's like, I remember back in my day, TV, we didn't even have TV, and then we had black and white TVs, and then it was color TVs. And you're like, okay, Grandpa, Jesus. You know what I mean? But back in my day, we didn't have the interwebs. When you were on the internet, if somebody wanted to use the phone, you were fucked unless you had 2 phone lines. And then, like, now it's like, it's not an Ethernet cord. That's a phone cord. Okay? That way you plugged your phone into that shit. And it's just like, you know what I mean? Like, people are like, what's this? Why do you have an Ethernet adapter? Why do you have this plug in your kitchen? Because that's where you'd put your landline phone and your rotary phone and shit. We didn't have rotary phones in my day, okay? But, like, we knew how to use them and shit. You know what I mean? Like, like, no, it'd be like one of those, like, seriously, even me, I would pick up a corded phone strapped to someone's wall and be like, the fuck kind of ancient technology do you have? Pretty sure my aunt still has one of those. And like, when they talk about people, like, oh, and then you get the 30-foot cord on your fucking corded phone so you could wander around your house while you were talking, that was my aunt. Her cord would go from her kitchen through her dining room into her living room. Like, it was like 80 feet long, okay? And it's like fucking ridiculous. I felt a little fucking ridiculous with my old computer because the Wi-Fi adapter was broken, so I had to hardwire it into the Ethernet, okay? I had to have a cord into my router. It's still wrapped around my laundry room door, by the way. But, like, I'd have to, like, okay, I gotta tether in and hardwire, and I couldn't take my computer away from one of the 50-foot cords in my house. There's really only 2, by the way, because I couldn't get Wi-Fi to work. Like, and I'm like, and I feel like that's bonkers in this day and age, and, like, I remember the days when people didn't have computers. We were lucky we had one because my dad loved technology, so it was like, shit, we got a home computer. You had a home computer. Everybody shared it. And you booted up MS-DOS, motherfuckers, okay? And floppy disks were floppy. I am so motherfucking old. Okay? You know those jokes when they, like, have, like, they show you, like, the old, like, not non-floppy disks, you know, the hard ones, and people like, oh, you 3D printed a save button, because kids are stupid. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure there are people that saw one of those and thought it was you 3D printed a save icon. Okay? Well, that's why the save icon looks like that. But, like, those were called floppy disks, but they weren't floppy, because the original ones were, like, bigger, and they were actually floppy. That's why they were floppy disks. But, like, even then, like, most of the shit I used was, like, the hard ones. Like, I remember having neon ones. Like, you were like, hell yeah, I'm gonna buy the fun colored ones when they came out. There was a time. There was a meme out there, and it is literally like, It was like peak technology. The technology peak was it the early 2000s? When technology looked like this, and they showed you in like all the Apple computers when they were all bright neon colors, and you could get, you're like, ooh, I want the red one, or I want the yellow one. And like you had like the cases for all your games were neon colors, your discs, your floppy disks were all bright neon. Everything was in neon colors. And like that's how you just did. It wasn't like, here's my black computer. And no. You would go and be like, I want the neon orange computer. Like that's just what it was. And like I can't disagree. I like be like, yeah, everything is boring. Everything is gray or black. We all have LED lights though, so it works, you know. But like, fuck man, that was cool technology. You know? When you went to get your iPod and you're like, oh, what color do I want? So it's actually kind of funny that like cell phones now will do that. Like, oh, it comes in 3 different colors. And you're like, yeah, I mean, we had this. We didn't really have cell phones. Okay. And like, but I'm just saying, we were doing fun colored shit in the early 2000s. So I'm just saying, technology, why didn't you keep up with the fun colored times? Especially when cell phones are like disposable at this point. Like, you've had that for a year? Oh my God, I'm surprised it works. Planned obsolescence. You know what I mean? So like, you might as well make it neon green. So for like the year that I have my phone, it's neon green. I've had my phone for probably like 4 to 5 years. Okay. I'm surprised it still runs is all I'm saying. Actually, yeah, I think I got it in 2020 because my other one was starting to get a little wonky and not work right. So I remember getting it and sometime in quarantine and being like, all right, good thing I don't have to go in any place. I can just transfer all my shit over myself. But anyway, I'm just saying I love this because this is like just listening to your grandparents talk. I remember back in my day when gas was 40. I remember when gas was 97 cents. Okay. That's how fucking old I am. All right. To be fair, I'm pretty sure yesterday gas was probably like 2 something and now it's like $8. It's like, so it's changed drastically in the last like 4 years. But like him being a grandpa and talking about like he remembers. I remember having to smash rocks together to make a fire and then they put a man on the moon. Like, that's so fucking funny. You know what I mean? But that is also a great representation of as you get older and you were like, when I was a kid, we did this. And now it's like, what the fuck happened? I figure most people over the age of 20 have figured this out because like once you start getting into your mid, shit has drastically changed from 20 years ago. And you're like, what the shit? Like, I mean, anyway, man, how you're dressed and what you're talking about don't match up at all. Oh, we've been living so much longer in the human realm than all of you, so I know how to dress dependent on the period. Oh. What is it? What going on was looking at was... Oh. Oh, you've got matching mugs. I didn't know you were using something so fancy. Yeah, we do. There were different colors for all of us. He'll be using a different mug than the rest of us. I should know that's obvious, though. Are you worried about the mugs? No, well, I love how actually Goemon was not like, I'll just get you a guest mug. He was like, oh, you're gonna feel left out. Goemon, the one who really didn't want this stray. The rest of them didn't really want the stray, but they were kind of like, whatever, we'll deal with it. And Goemon was like, no, I hate cats. You live in a house full of cats, you're a cat. They are so adorable. He really fucking is, isn't he? Dad is adorable, isn't he, Grandpa? Tetsunojo would be Grandpa in this situation. Okay. He's wearing the fancy dressing gown like a grandpa. Like, it could be like totally modern fashion. I love it. It's just, I love it so much. I'm not kidding. But like, Goemon has been acting like our dad or our mom this whole time. Actually, Sharuku's more like our mom, doing all the cleaning. We're in the 1960s here, okay? Goemon's been dadding everybody. He's got dad energy with the group, okay? But like, Tetsunojo, even though they lived in the same time period, Tetsunojo's been alive that whole time. Like, Goemon went to hell and is now back. So like, Tetsunojo gets the grandpa energy, and it's just kind of fucking funny. Maybe I should kill you off once. You'll just come back to life anyways. I'm joking. Don't worry, I'll use anything so long as I can drink from it. We're gonna go buy him a mug, aren't we? Purple? We're gonna get a purple one. We don't have a purple one. All right. We give thanks for this food so that we don't go hungry. Let's eat. Let's eat. Let's eat. We've never had this. We've never done this before. Let's eat. Let's eat. We've literally never had this little, like, moment.
You're all like a family.
Well, I guess we are like one in some ways.
You talked about being on the same boat together, but do y'all know each other from when you were in hell?
That goes for us prisoners, but as for our Lord Hell Guardian, this past half month is our first time meeting her.
And you're all so friendly.
And it's because we all have the same goal of capturing the escapees.
Oh, that's right. Hey, so why did you become Shino's minion? Did she put the charms on you or something?
Sharaku, what are you implying? Why are you implying that? We were having such a pleasant morning.
It's just what I do. I asked because I know that's not the case. Well, it's because...
Sensei no. You said it was to take revenge on those in hell, but that's not true, right?
I wanted to cause trouble for hell.
Is that really true?
If you hate one person, you'll hate everything they stand for, right?
Man, you're dumb.
Well, it's not like I don't understand having a grudge against the corporate slave. Are all of you pushed around by him too?
Are we gonna take down Sensei Nono in this? Because this is interesting. Look, they're all like, yeah. No, he's a real nice stand-up guy. Kikanosuke's. Everybody else is like, I don't want to say anything, and Kikanosuke's like, no, he's nice and he is awesome and he's my best friend. He's probably listening and I don't want to get punished because he just tried to fight back once. I don't want to, like, because he said that the other night.
You might be happier never being able to meet him. See, it's not bad.
No, you don't have to be so afraid. You want to do whatever it is you can to see him and undo your curse, right? Why is he keeping quiet? In any case, let's finish up eating and get to work for today. I'll stay here and monitor Jack. What the fuck? Why did we dress him like a cleaning lady?
Well, I'll just stick around the house, so everyone do your best at work.
Be careful out there. Well, that's true. That's what Sharaku wears. He wears a little hair bonnet when he cleans. It just looks so funny.
Who are you, our parent?
He's your grandpa. Be kind to Grandpa.
Well, that's not what I meant. I guess that was a bit weird to say. Sorry.
That was actually cute, though. Look at him. Be careful out there. Aww. Yeah, I guess this was the first time someone else stayed here at this house and has seen us off. I guess this was the first time someone else stayed here at this house and seen us off. That is not... That, you know. No. Someone has stayed at the house and has seen us off. Someone's seen us off. Oh, don't you even! Okay. In case we haven't discussed it before, one of the huge things that triggers me and just makes me feel like nails on a chalkboard and someone is like grinding them down my spine is when someone says, I seen that. You didn't see nothing, you motherfucker. I hate it. I understand that grammar's kind of messed up and like sometimes you're like, that doesn't sound right, but whatever. This is the one grammar thing that drives me fucking crazy. I seen that the other day. You didn't see, you saw. You saw it. Holy shit, don't. I also hate the word comfortability. I fucking hate it. It's all about your comfortability. It's your comfort level. Comfort. The word is comfort. Please stop saying comfortability. I don't know when this became a thing, but I hate it. I hate it so much. But that's more like it makes me want to vomit. Okay? But like, I can't like, someone has seen us off. Someone else stayed here and seen us off. Like, if you take... No. Tim, Ronald, it's corner. Fuck both of you. You know what? I'm going to ask Sensei Nono to curse you, and then I'm going to make you yeet yourself off a building so that you have to suffer for how badly that hurts me just having to read that. No, I hate it. I hate everything about it. Moving on. Ah. Oh. There are just some things that just, oh, make your whole body twitch. Oh, I don't want to disrupt my bird, but I want to flail my body painfully like it's just the most god awful. Like I just saw a millipede climbing. Ugh, it's disgusting and horrifying, and no, I hate it. Okay. Ugh. Also, spit trails, okay. Like the new card stuff that's coming out in Love and Deep Space, everyone keeps, oh my god, look at that! I'm like, please stop sharing the screen thing with the spit trail. I'm gonna gag, and I hate it so much, and everybody is going feral over it like it's the sexiest thing ever, and I just want to gag. It is so disgusting. We have played games where they've mentioned that, I feel like, before, where they're like, oh, the saliva between. I'm like, I'm gonna throw up if I have to read that. Don't even, and don't show it. That's so disgusting. Like, I get it. You are making out. You're swapping spit. That's great. I don't want to see the trails and CG. Oh, nasty. That's like someone vomiting. That's disgusting. Fluid that is coming out of your mouth. I don't need to see it. That's just, I don't, like, okay, I don't know why. It just makes me want to, like, curl up inside myself and die, okay? I hate it so much. It's just been all over fucking, like, Reddit. Everywhere, and it's like, please stop. I hate it. And it's just even more horrifying the amount of people that, like, are literally, like, every switch is turned on. They're like a Christmas tree for that. And it's like, that is so gross. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to kink shame anyone, but, like, I just don't get it. I do not get it. I don't get why a spit. Oh, because it was a passionate kiss. Yeah, but I don't need to see. You could tell me without the gooby spit. Like, that's, ugh. That is nasty, man. Look, I'm just saying, there's weird stuff, okay? The word not the word scene, it's when you use it in the improper context. When you use it with improper grammar, it drives me bonkers, and spit trails between people's mouths. Those are two things that just make me want to just flail on the floor like I'm having a seizure, okay? Because it just, I can just feel it creeping up my spine, and I hate it, and like, oh, God. My spine feels like a jiggly noodle, okay? It's okay to laugh at me for, like, how fucking ridiculous that is. Well, we all have something or things that make your spine feel like a jiggly noodle, okay? Where you're like, nope, noodle spine. My spine is going to turn into a wet noodle because of that. It just disturbs you so greatly. You know what I mean? It's not like my mild trypophobia where, like, you see holes and you're like, oh God. Ugh. And it's kind of horrifying and terrifying. That also wet noodles my spine a little. This is something that you were just like, no. Yeah, I guess it's similar to that. It's similar, but the trypophobia thing is just more like, oh God, no, I'm going to have a mild sense of panic with that. That one's a little more extreme. I don't like holes. A singular hole, that's fine. A couple, but when it's like okay, let's not talk about that. Okay, I'm just, all right. My spine is like just in a puddle, so I don't know how to handle anything anymore. Anyway, everyone looked a bit embarrassed after Goemon's remark. Thank you, I'll go and get something to bring back.
Thanks, I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, look at him blushing. Oh, Grandpa.
What's with these two?
We love each other. It's love, it's lurv, it's lurv. I was trying to say lurv, and it came out like a really weird version of larv. Lurv each other? Yeah, right. We're out of the house, but what do we do now? We can't leave the Ungyo duo on watch duty forever. On the internet, it doesn't seem like Ichisei Tatsumi is tied to the incident. I'd expect as much. They're from the same agency and appear on the same shows. But so long as no one knows who the culprit is, the talk about it isn't going to die down, is it? Oh. Huh? Goemon suddenly stopped. What he looked toward was he found a fucking mug. Goemon's going to buy the cat he didn't want to adopt a mug. Goemon is that motherfucking dad right now. He has become that dad he did not want. They were all like, no, we don't want this stray. And they kind of all took him in, and Goemon was absolutely like, no, 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 no. And is now turned and been like, oh, we should get the kitty cat a matching fucking mug so he doesn't feel lonely. Oh my god. I love it. Oh, mugs. They have a new color out. Maybe this one was sold out when we were here. It's a nice color. And it's got that guy's vibe to it. The f- Goemon, do you want to buy him a mug?
Hey, Mr. Ishikawa. Don't tell me you're gonna buy that.
Huh? Oh, that's so cute. Goemon and I looked at each other after being ridiculed by Sharaku.
I do sympathize with him as a victim of the corporate slave, but sympathy isn't gonna do anything for him.
But Goemon feels bad he doesn't have a matching mug, so.
Yeah, so far as I can tell, he doesn't seem like a villain, but he's a guest, right? He's an outsider who's eventually going to leave us.
Sharaku is now like, we're eventually gonna rehome him. We're just taking care of him temporarily till he gets all his shots and he's neutered, and then someone will eventually take him to his forever home. I can't stop with the cat analogies, guys. I can't. I fucking can't. It's a problem right now. What I heard was certainly not wrong. Besides me, not only Goemon, but Yona and Kikinosuke fell silent.
If you went and bought that thing after he's gone, what do we do with it?
And then Goemon suddenly went into the shop and took the displayed mug in hand. He's buying it!
That moron! He's not even listening to me!
Sharaku doesn't want a reminder of the cat that we had to give back. Joy and loneliness mixed within me. I did want that mug, but I knew my feelings would only grow by having it lined against the others in the cabinets.
Would you mind if I borrowed them while I'm staying here?
I'm sure Tetsunojo doesn't intend on staying for long. But where would we go with all this uproar going on? Where would we go with all this uproar going on? I think it's supposed to be he, but I'm back.
Hey, why did you actually get it? Don't waste money.
And when he's gone, he's gone. We can just use it while he's here. And you shouldn't criticize my spending considering the cleaning supplies you buy. You trust him that much? Or are you trying to do good for your act of stealing during your life? You think a mug has to do with any kind of trust or atonement? I just feel bad if someone was left out as they're the one who pours everyone's coffee. Oh, I feel bad if anyone was left out as the one who pours everyone's coffee. Like, I love it. He's like, I'm the guy who makes the coffee and I just feel bad about it. Yeah, sure. But it's still adorable. Still trying to act like you didn't want this stray cat. He shook the paper bag as he spoke. I bought it out of a whim, but we'll be walking around all day today. I should have bought it on the way home. Man, I messed up. Well, it might have been sold out by the time we were heading back. Huh, and that's true. Why didn't you go bring it to him? An image of Tetsunojo drinking coffee while all of us in his purple cup flashed across my mind. Huh. Come to think about it, what happens to him if his curse is lifted? Isn't an Agyo or Ungyo flying this way? Oh, you're right. I wonder if anything's happened. Whoa. Yuna, don't shout out of nowhere. No, everyone, look at the monitor. Displayed on the screen that Yona was shouting toward was an unbelievable sight. Unbelievable! The red spinner has captured the culprit who had attacked Jack! What? The culprit's already in custody and is being transported. We have here the man of the hour, Ichise Tatsumi, the red spinner. Wait a second. Agio looks really panicked. Does he always look that panicked? I don't think he does. I think his eyes are never that panicked. Sorry, we don't know what you're saying, but we know you need to tell us something. Red Spinner, that was quite the deed you did. Yes, I'm actually pretty surprised myself. I didn't think I would actually be the man who captured the man who attacked Jack. There was no man who attacked Jack. No way. We heard you'd been searching for the culprit ever since the incident, is that right? What? Sorry, I have an itch. And I only have one hand. Yes, it's not as if I were at the scene, but I did see someone suspicious running from it. Ah! I think he's denying what he just said. You were able to track him down after only a glance? The clothes the man wore were actually used in one of Jack's album covers. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It seemed there was something wrong with him, so I just followed him at first. And then he attempted to toss away a knife where there were no people around. That's just strange, don't you think? Did you kidnap Sensei Nono? By then I'd gotten word by my manager that Jack was stabbed, so I did my best to hold him down. Ichise! Well, it couldn't have been because I'm pretty sure... Well, we're forbidden from hurting people, but I think Sensei Nono would have been like, fuck that. I suppose his admiration for Jack got the better of him. He got us. I didn't think you'd try and fool the humans in such a ridiculous and bold way. The culprit himself coming out to say he caught the culprit. This is crazy! That said, Jack's whereabouts are still unknown, right? Yes. I'm so worried. Jack, please be alright. I swear I'll find you. Damn it, he might be a human, but this guy's bad news. We gotta capture this guy now. Alright, let's go talk to the corporate slave directly. If we go in and the corporate slave's not there... Oh, no, okay, so I was like, there's no way that Ichise would have been like, I'm gonna go after Sensei Nono, because, like, you know what I mean, Sensei Nono would have flicked him the fuck off. He would have, like, I injured him, but I didn't injure him. The wall and the trash cans he flew into when I flung him off me at 50 miles an hour are what injured him, you know. Ah! It appears that Chisei Tatsumi did not step out of his apartment last night. And then he exited today only to immediately begin his hunt. Which means, did he have someone cooperating with him? Could he have planned something out like that alone? Lord Hellguardian, don't you think that insane idiot managers of theirs is pretty suspicious? Oh, hold on, sorry.
I know, it's okay. It's just the air conditioning making noise, buddy. Sorry it scared you. You made your bug screaming noise, but... Sorry, I have to move my legs. Do you want to come snugs up here? Are you gonna be okay? You gonna be okay? Do you need to go potties again? No, you're okay? Okay. Even if Shino or Simon gave the order, he's the only one who could have been sneaky enough to talk someone into playing the culprit.
I'm sure they'd be in trouble if Ichise Tatsumi's reputation went bad now. Their manager. I was told I can make use of my scars. Pretty terrible, right? I don't want to jump to conclusions, but thinking about how everyone's connected, that's certainly possible. And he did try to sell Azami to creepy old dudes, so. The manager would be the closest person to these people, and of course he knows about the escapees, too. I believe your suspicions aren't so far off. However, I would say you should keep your target as Ichise Tatsumi, not the manager. What's of most concern is Ichise Tatsumi's mental state after his sudden change. Desires are normally based off of one's own deeds or sins, and there was no way he wouldn't go insane after having forced one onto him. It's not as if I was there when his change occurred, so I can only make conjectures. But at this rate, Ichise Tatsumi's mental state will incur fatal damage to him. A dreadful silence surrounded us. I'm not sure if the impulses that made him attack Enma might be pointed toward others, or if they'll only be fixated on her. Then it would be best if he came after me. Wait, it was that girl's boyfriend, right, was acting weird and we chucked him in the onsen. Oh, no. Sharaku gave him, like, here, give him this onsen water. So do we just need to, like, shove Ichise's head into the onsen and give him a swirly? I mean, I know we can't flush it like a toilet, but I'm just saying we just need to, like, dunk him, like, water torture him a little. To get him to maybe, you know, expel Shinobikini's blood if she's the one controlling him. Indeed. Did I read that? It would be best if he came after me, is what she said. What? That's ridiculous! I know his line address. Should I call him here? Hey, don't even kid like that. You know your superior wouldn't be joking at a time like this. That would be just great if he came after me. We can capture him right then and there. It's just, I'm not sure if I could really get him to come.
Is Imai doing well?
Huh? Yes? Why is he bringing up Tetsunojo now?
Ichise Tatsumi is human after all. If you prisoners went after him, things would get quite complicated.
Yeah, we get it, but now's not the time to be worrying about...
As part of the same agency and a fellow entertainer, let us have Imai take care of this, shall we?
What? 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 I'm pretty sure I already said what, and we just went through everything. Does the corporate slave really hate that guy that badly? I actually think he thinks highly of him.
I felt the same thing. The corporate slave's a pretty messed up guy, but he's not someone to make bets he's sure to lose.
And Tetsunojo's strong. Oh, you think so too? He was fast when he dodged your attack yesterday, and it was the same at Hell Mansion. His movements, it was like he was using a sword. He might be from a merchant family, but maybe he dabbled in swordsmanship. Swords! I see! It's just, I don't sense him having a desire at all.
That sounds perfect, right? They're both normal. Well, definitely not normal, but they're at least both human.
Well, we can at least help him out if anything happens. I was reminded of when they all saved Fujimori when we had just come to the human realm. They were the type of people who just couldn't ignore someone who needs help. We have not seen a lot of Fujimori in this route. We kind of miss our boy. We have another stray cat to take care of, so we don't have time to take care of a, wayward child. I know I can count on them. Alright, let's go with that. I'll keep doing what I was yesterday and find and keep an eye on Ichise.
I'll look for him too.
I'm trying to find the red spinner. Guys? And don't we all want Tetsunojo to tell us where he stands in all this? I'm not saying it to be mean to him. But he appeared to us first as a spokesperson for Shinobikini, right? And now he's freeloading at our place. He was enjoying those rice balls so much, and as a thanks he was doing the dishes, borrowing Shariku's new apron. So, is he an enemy or an ally? The way the corporate slave was talking, it already sounded like he was on our side.
That's right.
If not just us, but Takamura even gave up on him. I feel bad for the mug Goemon bought.
You really are a samurai, Yona.
Shut it! I just want to make things clear. My lady, what do you think? I also want to make things clear. I'm sure he's our ally. I feel like the right answer should be, I also want to make things clear. Like, we should check with him. But the believing in Jack is the, I'm sure he's our ally. So, I would say that then it's probably, I'm sure he's our ally. But we should really absolutely make things clear, to be fair. But, okay, good. It's, I want to make things clear. That makes, look. Right. I want to make things clear, too. Got it. And then you tell him about what the corporate slave told us. Gives me the bag. Take this to him. And then everyone else left. Which means we're going to have Ichise and Tetsunojo fight, right? I need to talk with him to know what he truly thinks. And he has threads of agony. We've seen that, well, because we have a blood bond with him. And we've seen him, in the pain just like everyone else. So I walked off, determined about what I had to do. What caught my eye was... Wait, that's... Text everyone.
Welcome back. Dinner's ready.
Really? What's on the menu?
Keema curry, full of vegetables. I thought it'd be easy to refrigerate anything that's left over.
Oh, nice. I love spicy food. I'm sorry, you didn't have to go this far for us.
Well, I didn't really have anything else to do. Unless it's thanks for a night's room and meal, but I guess I'll be in your care for longer. Oh, right. Should I pay for rent? Just tell me whatever you want me to pay.
I knew your fame would pay off for us.
All my material desires are gone now, so I don't have a use for money. Paying even 100 million is fine.
We don't need any rent.
Wait, he's graciously offering it to us, so we should take it. We can get stuff like, a new lawnmower.
You need one. I'll order one then.
Wait, it's dangerous to use any cards right now. You're supposed to be missing, but you might be found.
Oh, right.
Man, I don't know whether he's crafty or clumsy.
What are you doing, you moron?
I think I understand how Izami felt when she said that. And I also felt happy about it and felt how endearing he was.
Oh, right. Where's Goemon?
He lost a rock, paper, scissors, so now he's watching over Ichise.
Right, I'm sure Tetsunojo's also worried about Ichise. I can't be hesitant now. Get it together. Tetsunojo, there's something very important I have to talk to you about. Would you mind coming to my room after we're finished with dinner? Did we give him his mug, or is Goemon still carrying it around?
Chief, please keep it a secret to the Lord that I had eaten the apples.
You liked them, right?
No! Such food with such rich flavor and velvety feel isn't delicious at all, meow.
Why are you so stubborn?
I'm not as stubborn as you, Chief, meow.
As me? When was I? Tama, we have a very important discussion we have to have, so be a good boy and stay quiet.
Roger that, meow.
I took a deep breath and... Yes, come in.
Good evening.
I'm sorry to call you up here. Take a seat.
So, what did you have to talk about?
Here, Tetsunojo.
Huh? Are these for tea making?
What? You can tell even without looking?
The name of the shop's on the bag. Asunuma.
Asanuma, or Sunuma?
In Ura. I buy my tools from there too.
I wanted to surprise him. I can't believe he knew what they were for before he opened the bag. Oh, that's what she said. Wait, that? And what caught her eye was the shop. Okay, that makes sense.
But this cost a lot, didn't it?
Well, there's no use hiding it, so I admit, they weren't cheap. But I wanted to drink some tea that you made.
That I made.
To be honest, I actually wanted to try making some myself, so I got a small whisk. But it didn't work at all. It didn't work at all.
You should have told me then.
Well, it was after you talked about cutting my head off.
Right. I did say that, huh?
And you're like, yeah, well, everybody else threatened to rough me up, so, like, whatevs. You don't need to worry about it, though.
Hey, do you have some time to spare?
I do. Are you gonna make some tea?
The night sky's pretty tonight. I can have tea outside on the roof.
Can you really make tea out here?
I mentioned this before. This doesn't have to be so formal. I just like making tea outside too. I wrap all my tools in a cloth and wander up a mountain, drinking some tea while watching the river.
Drinking beside a river? That sounds nice.
Cherry blossoms in the spring, fireflies in the summer, the red leaves in the fall, and snow in the winter. I admire all those things as I drink.
That's so refined. That's so, like, fucking poetic, though. You know, I'm just drinking my matcha tea that I made all fancy while looking at the red leaves in the fall. I mean, seriously! Like, can you just not see this scenery? Can you not see this scene in your head and you were like, this is so picturesque and poetic? Like, goddamn.
Right, that's just my creed.
I can't believe that's coming from someone who tried to jump into a well.
Right, but that takes me back.
It was 2 weeks ago, bro. So, you were looking to find Sensei Nono back then.
Here, sit.
I sat as he suggested, facing him when... Oh, CG. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, he's bowing to us. Holy shit. I was like, what is happening in this CG? He's like all folded up. Okay, he's bowing.
I'm so terribly sorry for what I did to you.
He suddenly prostrated himself before me. What are you doing? Stop! Raise your head!
I wanted to apologize to you once we were alone. About it, she say.
Oh. Well, we're both fine. Let's forget about that.
I shall not.
If he talks like that, it just makes me nervous. Like, look at him. He's kind of all blushy and looks kind of pained and anguished and, like, pretty.
No, it wasn't just back then. I put you in danger so many times, even at Hell Mansion.
That was all clearly Goemon and the others' fault.
I really understand now. After being around you all just yesterday and today, and they all treat you very well. And you trust them all in turn.
Please, raise your head.
I really have no right to even see you.
You know, I hate when people are formal like this. Go back to how you normally are. Or is that how you really are?
I've lived for so long, changing how I look and talk depending on the times, so I've forgotten who I really am. I think all of them are me, though.
He had been cursed after trying to kill Sensei No-No. He had been killed so many horrible ways and come back to life. So actually, what I really wanted to talk about wasn't the tea ceremony set.
Did the corporate slave Takamura tell you something?
Did the others tell you his name?
They were sympathizing with me.
This man you all fear is a message for you. To take care of him as part of the same agency and a fellow entertainer. I'm sorry to explain things out of order, but the others aren't allowed to hurt humans. Which means...
Right, I've heard a bit about desires. If that's the case, then there's no other option for me to handle it. Oh, I've got this curse on me. Even if I mess up, it'll work out.
Again, I wonder what this feeling is. Are you sure you'll be alright? Are you sure you're not hiding something from me? Ooh, that's interesting. Because the are you sure you'll be alright is caring and sympathetic and everything, but are you sure you're not hiding something from me is actually digging a little deeper because we know it seems like he's hiding those threads of agony. You know what I mean? We knew that they existed for everybody else. We didn't know that they would exist for him. Well, we should have figured. You know what I mean? But we kind of saw them earlier. So I'm wondering if the right answer is, are you sure you're not hiding something? You know what I mean? I feel like that's the right one. Ooh, save file! Sorry, Bird, I need my hand.
I need my hand back. I'll give it back to you in a minute and you can continue nibbling on me.
I don't know why. I had done Kikanosuke, Yona, and then Sharaku was over here, so Tetsunojo's going over here too. Okay, so what's the right answer? Are you sure you're not hiding something from me? Woo! Because we're gonna because he is, you know? Hey, are you sure you're not hiding something from me?
There you go. You can have my hand back now, buddy.
Like how I ordered a bunch of Nealfuls earlier.
What?
I sure hope it makes him happy.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
I'm not hiding it, really. But there are a lot of things I need to think about for the future. But you went out of your way to get this tea ceremony set. How about we have a cup first?
So, how did you pay for that order?
There was still a fake name I had that I could still use.
You have something like that?
I don't even know the number of names I've used. A lot of inconveniences arise from never growing old. You can't stay in the same place for too long. You have to make bank accounts through some unconventional methods.
Yeah, you can't just carry your gold around in a sack at your waist anymore. Kind of seems a little weird when you show up places and they're like, why are you trying to pay with money from 400 years ago? We don't... What? Have you been doing that all this time? Without stopping and without telling anyone who he was. I wonder if living like that gets lonely.
I'm just afraid of having to part with anyone. It's sad to have either leave someone you love behind or to be left behind. If that's true, wouldn't it be better to just be alone?
Well, yeah, because you either, somebody's getting old, you have to leave them because you can't tell them your secret, or they die and leave you behind if you do trust them with your secret, and then they're getting old and you're not, you know? I'm sure there was someone he loved then. But that person would have grown old and departed before him. but I really do like him when he's making tea. He looks so refined and beautiful.
All right, here you go.
Thank you. The sweet aroma of the matcha alone was enough to make me feel at ease, but after a sip, I felt even more relaxed. Yes, this is it!
I feel like this is the first time I've seen a girl enjoy my tea so much.
Huh? Sorry, I mean...
No, it's an honor.
I think the reason why I look so happy is because I'm drinking something made by you. And on top of all that, you exposed the woman you pine for to danger? I can no longer think of you as an acquaintance of mine. You know, she may be our enemy, but she's our frenemy because, like, she's like, whoa, listen, I might have to kill her at some point, but, like, I'm still going to defend her until that point, all right? And you got to love that about Okuni, okay? Did I hear that wrong? I wanted to be sure, but I was scared, too.
The stars are beautiful today. Well, I imagine they look far more beautiful because you're here with me.
Like, now he's turning on the charm. He just cranked it up to 20. It's so fitting for him to say lines like that. It scares me. I hate it, but at some point, I think I've fallen for...
Although we may not have known each other long, I still hope for you not to have made your vow to another at the river.
Tetsunojo? What did you say just now?
I was just remembering an old poem. Sorry, that could be kind of weird.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're also several hundred years old, so of course, we expect that. I couldn't really hear him, nor understand what it was he meant, and that smile of his definitely caught my attention. I knew he was right in front of me, but I felt like he could just vanish at any moment. Settle things. Suddenly, I couldn't hold it back anymore. Tetsunojo, is there anything I can do to help you undo your curse? Oh, look at him blushing. No!
Spacey, sorry.
I'm alright. I was surprised, but it doesn't...
Let me see.
Oh, another CG. Oh! Excuse me! I was like, another CG, but his hand is around our that is our are you? What? Sir, this is an inappropriate position, and I am here for this 125%. Hell yes! Look at how intensely he's looking at us. You are getting all up in our thighs right now, and I'm not complaining.
I knew it. It's red.
Wait.
Huh?
I couldn't handle those eyes. I wanted to keep these beautiful colors all to myself.
Spacey.
His lips moved so... No, Neelix, bad boy. Bad bird. Bad boy. You don't do that. I'm sorry. I should have gotten you... Now we gotta go find tissue. I don't think the headphones are gonna reach that far, buddy. You just pooped on my floor. Oh, you know what? There's paper towels right here. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I should have gotten you your poopy spot. Because you've been good and you've been patient, but you know better. You know better. Okay? So I'm not going to handle this. At least you didn't poop on me. You pooped on the floor. So, I mean, that's okay. I know. You pooped on the floor, and that's all right. We can clean that up. But I don't want you thinking that you just poop wherever the fuck you want. That's not how we do shit here. I know, you're a bird, you poop wherever you want, but that's not how we do shit. You don't do that. You pooped on my carpet. Yeah, I know. Now I have to clean it up. That's gross. I know. I should have gotten you to your poop. You had a few minutes left, buddy. You only had a few minutes. You really had to go that bad. I'm very sorry. I know you were getting fidgety before. I should have taken you to your poopy spot, but I figured, you know what? You're used to being able to hold it. Yeah. But you didn't. You're just being very bratty today. Just don't do that, though, okay? You know if you have to go poopies, to go to your poopy spots. You know when we're sitting on the couch, you have to go back to your cage? Well, technically, you poop on the floor on the side of the couch because there's poopy pads there. But you know not to poop where there's no poopy pads. Because you do these. You think you can do these things, Nemo, but you can't.
You do this sometimes. You poop on the wrong side of the couch, and what do you get told? Bad boy, you're no bad birdie. You're a bad bird. You get told this. Don't you try to bite me while I'm yelling at you and shaming you. And then you just poop it on the floor. We don't do that. I have to talk to you in a stern voice because if I say it's okay, you're going to think it's okay to poop on the floor. I don't want you pooping on my floor. You need to go to your poopy spots first. But I give you credit because you didn't poopies on me or on the nice chair or my pillows or anything. You poopied on the floor, and that's easier to clean up. If you poopied on one of my pillows or my blankets, then I would have to sell you. I would. I would bring you back to the pet store and ask for a refund. I would return you. I would never return you. I wouldn't actually. Cover your ears. Earmuffs. I would never return the bird, but don't tell him that. That's how I threatened him into compliance. Do that sometimes to him. I'm like, I'm going to rehome you. And then I'm like, oh my God. Even just saying that to you to threaten you is just, it hurts me more than it hurts you because you have no fucking idea what I'm saying. You have no idea what I'm saying, but I would never do that, even when you're being a nasty, big, fat asshole. I love you so much. Mwah. Okay. All right. Well, anyway. Let's continue. You got to stare at this CG. We were having a sexy moment, and the bird had to ruin it. You're a buzzkill. Anyway, his lips moved so close to me, his sweet breath making my thighs grow hot. I mean, also his hands on your thighs? Far hotter than the hot water that was starting to cool off. Tetsunojo, I wanted him to kiss me. In fact, I thought I would end up kissing him. I was sure I was being jealous of his past. I wonder what sort of separations he'd experienced with others. Your leg. It's fine. Really? His hand touched my thigh again. Oh. The slightly cool sensation felt incredibly pleasing. I wanted him to touch me more. I like she's getting frisky like this. Spicy height. His lips came close to me again and would touch me in just a few more seconds. Or so I thought. With an anguished shout, he quickly separated himself from me. Threats of agony. Tetsunojo, what's wrong? I'm sorry. Don't worry. If I just give it time, it'll go away. Does this happen all the time? Are you sick? No, I'm really healthy. My body just refuses to die after all. I'm sure if you try to undo their threads, you'll receive unbearable pain. Why am I remembering that now? Tetsunojo doesn't have a desire. Maybe he does. But if he has pain, I wonder if my power could be of use. Don't look like that. Sorry to make you worry. You could just ignore me and leave me be. You know I can't do that. How long has this been happening? A heat, aside from his pain, grew within his beautiful eyes. Something gentle and sweet that froze me in place. No, you don't have to. But it's particularly painful tonight. I think maybe tonight I might vanish. What? But I was able to have a tea with you, so I'm glad. You're going to make me mad joking like that, you know. If you vanish on me, I'll... Huh. As he writhed in pain, I saw what I thought might be a mark on him. Where? Tetsunojo, is that a mark on you? Huh? No, you can't see this. Don't look at it. You'll be cursed too. Just show me. Stop it. Don't look. I'm begging you. You can't look at it. Show me. Please, I'm begging you. Don't. I don't care. Show me. Don't look at it. Does it say stupid on it? Does it literally say stupid on it? Why does
Sensei stupid. Did he get a tat? Is that like a mark? It's not a mark. Please tell me it's not a mark. He's like, no, I got a tattoo to remind myself that I'm stupid. Oh my god. Oh my god, what is going on?
I told you not to look at it. That mark is my curse.
That's your curse. Sensei Nono actually branded you with a mark that says stupid. Okay. Sensei Nono really is a douche. Oh my god, I love him so much. What a flaming asshole. This is not... He tried to kill me, so I cursed him, and now he never gets to die. And on top of that, every year on the anniversary of his death, which should have been his death, he dies painfully, horribly, and then he's just, like, he wakes up the next day. So that's awesome. Oh, and also, he has to remember, not just because he's been alive for hundreds of years and dies painfully on a yearly basis, but because he has a mark that's just stupid on his arm that he has to look at constantly. That's the cherry on this fuck cake, isn't it? Oh my god, this is so funny. I'm sure of it. This is definitely Sensei Nono's doing. What an asshole! I could certainly understand wanting to hate hell after having a mark like this put on him. It says stupid!
I don't really want to die after you've seen something so horrible on me. Ugh.
Tetsunojo... His body convulsed, and he bit hard on his lip over and over.
I guess this is the end. Spacey, thank you for everything.
Your mark of desire, Master, is on your tongue, after all. Just because you're sitting on my leg doesn't mean you get to poop again. It's been like 5 fucking minutes. Hold it in, buttface.
Tetsunojo hadn't made a blood seal, and he doesn't have a desire. It might not work, but this might be the only thing I can do. It's going to be a little weird if it doesn't work and you lick his arm. Tetsunojo, there's something I'd like to try, even if it might not work.
What are you talking about?
I'm able to take other people's pain from them.
What? Wait, what do you mean by that?
I mean this. Okay. She looks so awkward the way she is holding his arm and, like, kissing his hand. But, like, the look on his face is like, the fuck are you doing? They literally could have put his mark somewhere else since it's but it's on his arm, so every time he sees his arm, so it makes perfect sense. But at the same time, it's just the way the CG is, it just looks fucking ridiculous, okay? I couldn't help but shut my eyes to the immense pain, so it works. I can handle this. Like, he looks pretty, even though he's, like, stunned and like, hello? But she looks like, it just looks slightly awkward and bizarre, you know what I mean? My fingers kept tensing up as I felt as if my body would be torn apart at all its corners.
Spacey, what are you doing?
Does he sound a bit more at ease? Is it really working? I wanted to ask him, but couldn't from all the pain. I struggled with all my strength to bear the pain, which was so painful it could knock me out the moment I gave in at all. No, but you know what? Technically, you gave Hari his blood, remember? So, he didn't really do a blood survey, but that doesn't mean, you know what I mean? Like, did you hear, Tetsunojo? I heard that Goemon Ishikawa snuck into the former Imperial Regent's sleeping quarters. Huh? The other day, Shioya's storehouses were hit, but everyone in the mansion was safe. Strange this thief never kills anyone. Soetsu? Soetsu? There's a lot of vowels in there, so... Shioya, a tradesman and tea maker from the Sengoku period, he's said to have kept many famous treasures. Well, was said to have had them at one point before Goemon stole them. Is this his father that was mentioned the other day? He mentioned Sokyu Imai. Am I seeing Tetsunojo's past?
The pain. What's going away? What's going on? You're able to do this.
As I felt a flash of guilt from knowing his past, I could tell his breathing was starting to slow down. At least now Tetsunoja won't have to be in pain. I felt some relief, even as I was still in pain when...
Please, be happy, even if I'm gone.
Huh? Again?
What? I'm sure that thief would steal her away. But still...
Wait, this isn't the past. I mean, yes, technically it was yesterday, but...
Go him on Ishikawa. My life has been a string of losses to that man. I don't want to disappear. I want to be by your side more, but I just don't know how to atone.
This is... I realized that the pain within me had disappeared. In exchange, there was an extremely hot sensation deep within my body.
I wanted to make you happy.
I like the fact that she's actually seeing things that he said yesterday and how he feels. That's never happened with anybody else. I felt like I was being held by him, and I couldn't help but close my eyes tight.
Spacey.
Before I realized it, those eyes were right in front of my own.
You did something to me now, didn't you?
Said something to me just now, didn't you? Sorry. The serious yet concerned look in his eyes stopped me mid-breath. I couldn't handle him gazing into me anymore. I knew that, yet...
I wish you didn't do that.
Oh, this is adorable. He suddenly grabbed me at my hips and I couldn't move. Oh, well, this looks like he's grabbing your shoulders and pulling you into an adorable hug. And like, it's precious. Tetsunojo?
What are you?
His long fingers slowly traced along my thigh. Unable to stop my gasp, my body heat rose from my embarrassment. This does not look like what's happening in the CG, is all I'm saying.
The moment you touched me, the pain subsided. I didn't know the Princess of Hell had such powers.
Tetsunojo, let me go.
What did you do to me?
No. He felt over spots I never touched myself, over and over again, forcing me to close my eyes tight. Where exactly? Have you never touched yourself that he's touching you over and over again? Because this sounds very inappropriate, and we should not be reading it. Children? Children? Don't listen. What I felt now wasn't pain. It was pleasure. I mean, my mind it's not really running wild. I mean, I'm pretty sure they knew exactly what they were writing and where our brains were going to go.
Answer me. What was that?
Is this the time for you to be... Shh, stop talking and keep doing what you're doing. Did your pain really get better?
Yeah.
I told you earlier, remember? That's my power. I can take pain away from others.
So does that mean you put yourself in pain for my sake?
Don't say it that way. I'm just happy I was able to make you feel... Pulling up the hem of my clothes, he touched the palm of his hand to my hip. Oh, okay, so he wasn't quite going there, but now he is.
Are you still in pain?
No. I was. I wanted to tell him that so badly. I wanted to love him. I wanted him to touch me so badly my heart and body ached. That's a different kind of pain, though.
Don't tell me. You're not doing this to the other men, are you?
No, I'm not.
I see. That's a relief.
Well, I mean, they're not hiking up my skirt, but... He lightly dug his nails into my thighs as he let go of me. He's letting go of me while digging into my thigh? What? Sir! Tetsunojo? I couldn't bring myself to look at his face for my embarrassment and shame. My body was still yearning for him.
So, earlier you asked if there was anything you could do to undo my curse, right? I'm really happy for that sentiment. Thank you.
He began talking as if to suddenly try and push me away.
I think what's happening to Ichise right now is the chance for me to undo the curse. I imagine that if I If I alone take care of him, everything will be settled.
We can hope for that. Right. That is possible. Sensei Nono seemed to care about your situation, too.
Really? Well, that makes me happy. It took a long time, but I'll finally be free now. Let me thank you for helping me just earlier, too. I feel much better thanks to you. To tell the truth, I was actually planning on moving overseas.
Oh.
I'd become a celebrity through my streams, and who knows how I'm gonna die next year, right? This year, well, I know there's a big fuss over me, but I wanted to hide out somewhere I wouldn't stand out. I have no plans on moving back to Japan, so it should be easier to make a clean break from everything that happened. Take care.
His voice sounded the same as always. Sir? He was the usual Jack, as if what had just happened was all some sort of joke. It seemed he was going to vanish from me soon. It was time for another binge. No, because he's doesn't think he's not going to admit. Oh, Singing of Love, end of chapter 9, beginning of chapter 10. Ooh, we're getting there. We getting there. I mean, we know because we got to fight Ichise, and then that'll be it. So anyway, he's going to wake up and he's going to find this mug and it's going to be adorable. Anyway, but we'll find that next time. So I will see you next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.